about the Purge, and it's like one of those memes like all crime is now legal for the next 24 hours. What you doing, right? And then, dude, the replies are, I was cracking up for like a fucking
Are they
hour
depraved?
straight. No. These replies are like a perfect peek into like the lamest people on the fucking planet, dude. So I've identified 3 types of guys after scrolling through the comments for like an hour. So you got the internet tough guy standard. He's like, the standard comment is, if the Purge was legal, it's time to get rid of a few dictators and monopolists.
Oh my goodness! Yeah. I can't
I'm sure
believe
you on the fucking couch eating Cheetos, you're gonna kill Jeff Bezos, right?
Yeah, and you're gonna have enough stage presence to get everyone together to let's go get this. They're like, what are you talking about? Yeah.
The second guy
charisma.
The second guy is the wannabe smart guy who thinks he's so fucking intelligent. And
I would repeal the SEC laws or something.
It's not even that smart. He's just saying, if the Purge was legal, I would do latex evasion.
Yeah. Tax invasion would be hilarious. Yeah, I would make this, financial. Yeah, I would make this one illegal transaction. Yeah, exactly.
And then my favorite guy, the third guy, is it's the extremely naive science nerd guy. So, and I swear to God, I saw this comment like 5 separate times from 5 separate people, but all of them said like, if the Purge was legal, I would break the laws of physics.
Okay, well that is funny. I'm about to get on board with that. So.
I love this guy.
Yeah.
It's like some guy that just recently discovered like what jokes on the internet are, and he's just like slowly discovering that for the first time.
That's the way they used to be, That's the way it used to be out there. It used to be a little bit more innocent, a little more mature. And then now it's just I got this
I developed this mental image of this guy who's like getting convinced by his wife to be in an open relationship. The wife is like, honey, look, there's peer-reviewed studies showing that the orgasm you receive from jacking off to me getting pounded by the next door neighbor is actually greater than the orgasm you get from just fucking me. And then he's like, well, she did cite some sources, so there must be something to that.
And I do want her to be happy, right? I do want my wife. Happy wife, happy life, right? So,
if you apply the utilitarian perspective, she does bring some good points.
Dude, and honestly, people with those mindsets, not that exact one that you're talking about, but credentialists, people who need sources in every conversation, they infuriate me because there's no point in talking to them. Every single thing you say, every argument that you make, at some point there's an implication that you're just saying it. You're saying it because you believe it, because you think it. But the second they say, oh, well, what's the source for that? It destroys the conversation. It makes it so boring. And you know what the worst part is? Those people pretend that's what they want. That's what they want. That's what they pay attention to, and that's what most of society wants. It's like, well, if we just returned to a factual source-based society, which we never had at any point, by the way. Humans are very like ephemeral creatures who feel what they're doing and act upon.
Also,
impulses.
I love how they love to pretend that just because something is peer-reviewed, it means that it's tamper-proof indefinitely. Like, oh, there's no way that peer-reviewed studies can ever be tampered with at all. Like, really? Are you retarded?
Oh, yeah, and then if you give them anything, they'll just say, well, I don't like the way that they did that study. They didn't have enough sample size for that study. Oh, okay. Never mind. So why are we having this conversation in the first place? What are you trying to tell me? I can't stand that. I absolutely can't stand that. But
okay, and this is I've noticed something else when I saw this meme, and this is not me advocating for what I'm about to say, but dude, if the Purge is real, are we just supposed to pretend that rape isn't going to be the number one crime? Like deep down in our hearts, I think we all know in that kind of scenario, rape is going to be like the Usain Bolt of crime, dude. Like, am I wrong?
Well, it won't be at the top of my mind. Okay, so do you think people are going to do the most immoral thing that they can when?
What do you mean? It's pretty... dude, if the Purge is real, I wouldn't put it past anyone to kill someone or rape someone. Like, in that scenario, people like imagine some guy that just got swagged on by his boss,
and the guy who
entire
invented no one just imagine the guy who invented the purge says, yes, it's Americans can get out their frustrations and mug people, and then it's like afterwards it's like everyone just rapes each other, and he's like, oh,
imagine some
maybe the purge wasn't such a good idea.
Imagine some fucking loser accountant who's just getting swagged on the entire year by his boss, and then the purge comes in and he's like, you know what, this is what you get when you cross an accountant.
But also, if he does that, right? For instance, rapes his boss. He's got to see her at work on Monday. Yeah. And they can't acknowledge it. It's like, well, it's legal. So you didn't actually do that to me, and then that's it. So they can't do anything. So that could, that would
be a pretty funny dynamic. It's like the boss is like, Johnson, I want those reports by Monday, and then he's just smiling because he knows.
Like, he knows what this weekend is.
He knows. No. Even after that, he's like, "Oh, okay, I'll get those reports to you." And then she just knows that in his mind, he's just replaying the event that happened 2 weeks before.
Oh, you're talking about after that, yeah. What would be your first move?
I would break the laws of physics.
I would stab someone. I would find someone to stab just to drive by. They don't even have to die.
I want to do like some destruction of property. I would love to blow up a building. That would be so cool.
Oh, I would crash some cars, maybe. Yeah. There would be something really nice about that. I don't know how you clean up from. The problem is if the purge were to actually, first off, we are already purge aligned in this country, especially if you live in a major city. It is the purge. That is what San Francisco is right now. That's already a test. So I think if the purge happened, it wouldn't look much different from a night in a major city. People, they love to prey on just the immutable natural sin of the white man in these movies, where it's like, oh, but actually this neighbor, in the suburbs, he wants to rape and kill you at the end of the, and then once he gets the chance to, he will. The truth is everyone will just sit inside and that'll be that. And the people who are already prone to crime, they're just going to go and commit more crimes that they're already committing. There would be no great frustration that would be taken out. When people get frustrated, they go to the shooting range or something. I don't have some great frustration where I need to kill another person or, do anything else. But I don't think it would be a successful.
I think you would participate in the purge.
To be honest with you, I'd be too afraid to go outside because anyone could just shoot me in the head.
That's true.
That's true. I would love to get in a gang shootout or a gang knife fight in the purge, something interesting like that. But there's nothing stopping someone from being posted up on his roof and just popping me in the head the second I walk outside. I don't want that. That's not a fun purge night for me. So maybe I go out in a helmet. That would probably happen. YouTube shorts. I was raped on a purge night and liked it. No.
You just walk into work on Monday, he's like limping and shit, like can't sit down properly. Your buddy's like, hey, Moyer, how was Purge weekend? You get snuggled up and cozy and watch Netflix, and you're like, yeah, man, sure.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. Definitely didn't venture outside this year. Not me. Not no way. That couldn't get me out there. Meanwhile, in my head, like, oh my God, when's the next Purge night? No, I would love to just drive my car around, crash it, probably stab someone. That'd probably be the extent of what I do. But there would have to be, could there be an elevation rule there should be a rule of some sort of decorum, rules of engagement on Purge night. You have
to challenge people to a duel if you want to kill them.
No, it's just they need to see you coming. There you go. You can't kill someone unseen. There should be some. I also love in that movie where it's like, oh wow, the minority freedom fighting team that you thought were the bad guys were the good guys the entire time. Ooh, that's so cool. Imagine that. That's such a cutting rebuke of American culture and where we're going. It's just stupid. I think those movies are done. So
yeah, I mean, I like the concept, but yeah. Anyway,